And just like that, I was back in the world of Oblivion with two choices. Deliver the amulet straight to Joffrey, or explore. I think I'll explore.
Voiderra.
I found a strange structure across the river, where somebody quickly yelled at me.
Who are you? Somebody's yelling at me.
It was a Khajiit man, and I know not his intentions.
Is he good or bad?
Great question. Is he good or bad? Well, seeing as that he challenged me immediately to a duel, I would say he's bad. But look at this tactic. I hide around the wall. I don't know why he swung out so wide, but I was going to trap him around the wall. Either way, I made pretty easy work of him. Not realizing that he had a friend. I was trying to bait out his archery skills here, but he kept his distance, so I was forced to use magic. I am a battle mage after all, a serpent battle mage, I'll have you know. So I was forced to light him on fire repeatedly and beat him with a short sword. He did have a heal though, which was crazy. I wasn't expecting that, but I am sort of kind of getting the idea here.
So it's gonna be like this, huh?
Indeed it is. Oblivion is a cold, cold place so far. So I took their things, a little bit of meat off the table, cleaned out their little camp here, and I found a weird structure. I'm not really sure what this is.
Whoa, what is this?
I touched it, and I got some kind of a buff.
I don't have a clue what that was.
Some kind of power coursing through my veins. I'm happy to have it. But I think now it's time to continue my journey. So I went back across the river. This would present an opportunity for me to really hone in on some of my melee skills, as you can see here. Absolutely dominating these crabs. With steel and spell, I hack and slashed and burned them to pieces, taking their delicious crab meat, all for myself, because, you know, a serpent battle mage has to eat too.
Another sewer. I gotta get to Joffrey.
Couple more crabs to kill here. More meat for me.
I've killed imps and witches and thieves. You think some crabs are gonna stop me?
I chose not to go back into the sewers. I didn't see the point of it. And I needed to get that amulet to Joffrey, man. That's the whole mission. So I continued my journey, sprinting around, until I was confronted by a stranger in the woods. The fact that he was shooting at me immediately without even saying anything lets me know that the outskirts of the Imperial Castle are just full of ucky, nasty boys that are just here for one thing, and that is to obliterate strangers and take their goods. But I wasn't going to be a victim to that. No, I have a bigger purpose in the world of Oblivion. So the two of them were rendered into charred, minced meat, and I took over their little encampment.
Another encampment has died, so that I may live.
Ho 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 ho. Who's this? A door leading to a cave system? I better save. If I decide to go in here, who knows what evil lies beyond it. Should I go in, or should I continue my journey? I can't make the choice.
I don't know if I should go in this cave or continue my journey. Maybe we'll just have a peek inside.
What's the worst that could happen? It's just a cave, after all.
There's a person.
And you think I would have learned by now. People in caves and out in the woods, they don't really like me very much. And they always try to kill me. But then again, you know, I'm kind of in their territory. I have no business being in this cave. But I had to kill him anyway. And the worst part is, his dog attacked me, so I was forced to kill the dog as well. Surviving in Oblivion has me questioning everything about myself.
Wow. Am I the good guy or the bad guy here? I just killed a dog who happened to have 1 gold on him.
So I find myself going deeper and deeper into the cave, killing whoever gets in my way. I mean, they did attack me first, after all, right? So I guess that's how we morally justify hacking and slashing people to bits. I get a little practice in here with my lockpicking skills, if that's what you want to call them.
Oh no, another dog.
Oh, so I guess I do have some sense of morality left. I do feel bad killing the dog.
Another door?
But I also found another door. And nobody likes rats. Come on, I think we can all agree that roasting rats with magic spells is for the greater good of humanity. Am I right? Am I right, people? Anybody? And I guess I could use a little bit more crab meat. I noticed that I'm in like this weird room that you must fall into.
Must be a way back up if you fall in the hole from another section.
But despite all of that, it was time to venture further. And while roasting rats here, I discovered something that I hadn't noticed.
I can feel myself getting stronger.
Yeah, for the first time in the game, my fireballs were feeling really, really strong. But at this point, I'm wondering, at what point do I leave this cave? I'm just down here killing everybody for what seems like no reason at all. I should be delivering the amulet to Joffrey. Like, what? How am I losing sight so quickly? I'm getting carried away here, exploring.
Yes!
Getting excited about slaughtering a bunch of people in a cave that I shouldn't even be in. Maybe it's time I talk to somebody professionally. But I started a job here, and, well, I'm going to see it through. And look, I found the little room that you can fall into somehow. Oh. And I find myself stuck on the ledge.
Stuck on the ledge. Oh, and now you know.
And now you know. You know why that room exists. So I ran my way back up, and I noticed that my acrobatic skills increased when I jumped over the planks there.
Another door. Oh, this is where I came from.
Indeed, it is where I came from. So I went out, and I decided I had had enough of all of this senseless killing. I don't know why I went in there and killed all those people, but I did, and it was time to get some sleep. It's hard work. There's a lot of bad ways to wake up, but I think being sliced by a conjurer is one of the worst ways. Now, I didn't know that I was in his camp, dude, and he could have just woke me up, but he chose violence.
Who the heck was that? A conjurer? Jeez, dude. Just trying to sleep. Good morning to you, too.
I have satiated my curiosity with the cave, and I think now it's time to continue.
It is time to continue on to meet Joffrey, to the Waynon Priory.
I am starting to warm up to just how cold the world of Oblivion can be, with its constant attempts at my life. This time in the form of a wolf that had chased me up a rock, but little did the wolf know I had just emptied a cave of evildoers and slain a conjurer in his own camp. And just like that, I'm back on my path. I am using an interactive map to kind of ease my travels a little bit, and I find myself at the entrance of the Imperial City.
I did not mean to do that. That's what I wanted to do. Well, we can get a pretty good look at this guy, though, at least. I've wasted him for the day.
I spoke with a gentleman about his woes of being an ex-fisherman, to which he asked me if I could help him by catching some fish.
I'm sorry, bro. I don't want to help you fish. I have to deliver this amulet to Joffrey. Nothing personal.
I have to admit, I didn't think that I would be enjoying the world of Oblivion this much. I'm starting to see more people. I'm starting to get a grasp of the land and how it works. It is a good thing that I have the interactive map to help guide me, because realistically all you have are the fence posts or the sign posts with the arrows, and you're basically just navigating the land based on directions of where people tell you to go. So it was nice to have the interactive map. So on my way to the Priory, I discovered this little Fort Ash, which seemed like a nice little abandoned tower, you know, that I could explore, and it actually seemed pretty safe.
Oh!
Until one of these rats came up behind me and tried to kill me.
Not cool, rat. I was not expecting that. I heard the music change, but I was not expecting the rat to come out of nowhere.
Other than the rat, though, everything else seemed pretty nice. I found some potions. I found a handful of gems. Everything was going pretty good.
Nice.
Except I was feeling a little heavy now.
I really need to get somewhere I can sell. I wonder if I could have sold back at that little town by the gate.
I've been leveling up my aerobatics this entire time, so I figured now that I'm up high, it's a good time to test out my skills.
Oh, that really hurt me. Jeez.
Okay, maybe not quite ready for the hardcore parkour just yet. But we're about to have another challenge here I wasn't expecting.
Oh!
Pay up or else.
Or else what? What did I do? He's just a thief?
I said no. Take it from me if you can.
That's how you prefer it, huh? Well, you're about to be in a lot of trouble, my friend.
We'll see.
Because I've been balling.
Have you?
I've been brawling.
Okay. So, up until this point in Oblivion, I haven't really had a lot of challenges. Some NPCs are harder to fight than others, but most of them you can get through with relative ease. This guy, on the other hand, is a complete menace.
Who is this guy?
And to be completely honest with you, the only reason I even won this fight is because I had potions on me. I was forced to heal for the first time in this game using potions instead of magic.
I gotta heal.
So this actually is a really challenging fight for the new player. This is my first time playing through Oblivion, and so far I've been fighting crabs and goblins and just regular dudes who die like in a couple of hits. So I really was not expecting this challenge, and it was a welcomed challenge. And it was a real challenge. This guy literally whipped my dude.
Holy battle, bro. That's the hardest fight I've had so far.
So literally after this fight, things start to feel a little bit more real in Oblivion. And I'm very anxious now to just get to the Priory and meet with Joffrey and see what's next, because
I should be getting close to Waynon Priory now. Not much further. Everything seems to want to kill me out here.
it sure does. But one last stop at a little farm before we get to the Priory, and I met with a slight moral dilemma.
There's only one way in. I gotta pick the lock. I don't know if that's the type of player I want to be. I don't think, for the moment, that I will choose the path of evil, but only time will tell the path I do decide to take. For now, we deliver the amulet.
So for now, I haven't let the cold world of Oblivion corrupt me, but here we are.
I've arrived at Waynon Priory. Now I must take the amulet of kings to Joffrey. Time to find Joffrey. Seems like he would be here. Hey, I'm Joffrey. You in here? This place is a ghost town.
So I finally find the building where Joffrey's at, and we have a conversation. After a bit of convincing that I had nothing to do with the Emperor's death, he lets me know that the Emperor has an illegitimate child in Kvatch, and I have to go there and get him and bring him back here, I assume, so that we can crown a new Emperor and close the gates of Oblivion.
Kvatch? We have to go to Kvatch now? Is that what he said?
That's right, and we have to find Martin, the Emperor's illegitimate child, so that we can bring him back here. There's fires that are lit that I think keep the portals of Oblivion at bay, and without an Emperor, they have gone out.
I really need to find somebody I can sell my items to. Perhaps I can go into the city first.
One last little detour until we head to Kvatch.
Here I am, my first city. Who do I sell to? Fire and steel. Seems like a good a place as any, huh?
So I finally find a place to sell my things, and I just start wandering around the city until I run into this weird lizard lady that wants me to meet her mom.
Maybe next time. Freaky little lizard lady.
One more day gone in Oblivion, and I wasn't sure if I was making the right choices morally, until I reviewed and found that the people in the caves were in fact bandits, so I feel a little less morally south. I hate that I had to kill their dogs, but I made up for it by not breaking into that small farm and taking all the stuff. Now, we're on to Kvatch to find Martin, the Emperor's illegitimate child, and bring him back here to the Priory. We'll see you next week in the world of Oblivion. Wow! You like that last video? What if I told you there's a bunch more just like it? If you go to my YouTube page and check out the playlist, Is It Fun?, you can find a bunch more. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also, guys, we're trying to build a little community here. So go ahead and find us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Voiderra, and join our Discord. You can get the link at my Twitch. At the beginning of the video, there's QR codes. And that's it. We'll see you guys.